his 36 years as head coach at North Carolina, has a non-conference opponent beat him twice in the same season. You remember? Villanova last year.
We had that game in Philadelphia.
Got hacked on the shot. That's the only time any non-ACC team beat Dean twice in the same year. And Arizona has the chance to become the second today. That's the third on Williams.
Jim, we talk about the staying power of Dean Smith. He has now taken teams to the Final Four in 4 decades. It's kind of amazing when you think about it.
Miles Simon's sister is here, Charisse Strawberry. She's married to Daryl Strawberry. In fact, Miles has had a pretty good year for sports events, major events. He was in the dugout at the World Series. Now he's playing at the Final Four. There's Charisse.
You know, when you think of this club, too, people talking about a 5th place Pac-10 team. Everybody saw that the Pac-10 played so well in this tournament. But they had 2 tough losses, one in overtime to UCLA. Could have been a lot different if it had Miles Simon for the entire year and win some of those close games.
4 of their 9 losses were by 2 points or less. Williams
having a tough day is Williams. Great scouting on behalf of Arizona to force him to put the ball on the floor. Nowhere near as effective when he as opposed to getting that standstill shot. Miles Simon has size on him, and that hurts him too. Odo likes this situation. I think he can beat Simon off the dribble. Here he comes.
Three-pointer, a trunker off the back of the rim. Edgerson rips it away. 5-point lead. Arizona continues to run. Simon driving on Carter.
He's kind of slipped on the floor.
Coda knocked it out of bounds.
When you go back to the start of this game, Jim, maybe the best thing that ever happened to Arizona is North Carolina getting off to what looked like an easy lead and tried to go into a sensational style of basketball, which is really not their game.
Jason Terry fakes the 3. Bibby won't. He'll take it. He thought he made that one. There are some horrendous shooting stats. And Dickerson of Arizona, 1 of 9, missing his last 6. Shamon Williams, 1 of 8 for Carolina. Okalaja, 0 of 5.
Give some credit to the pace of this game has taken its toll on what they want to do offensively. Example right there.
Randall reached in to make the steal, and Terry called the timeout.
Terry, the steal leader for Arizona, set a new record this year in steals.
That's a 20-second timeout. And they tied him up. The arrow still would have belonged to the Cats, but he saved the arrow anyway with a 20.
Kenny Lofton, who just was traded, the former co-holder of that steal record.
Dean Smith, only losing year at North Carolina was his first. They were 8 and 9.
That was my senior year in college, his first year at North Carolina, and
you went to the Final Four.
Yeah, he actually struggled as well into his 3rd and 4th year, Jim, and then turned things around. Great patience by the university to give him that opportunity, and obviously it really paid off for them. And North Carolina, without the lead, has had to stay in their man-to-man. They love to be back with the lead in the zone.
Pass, Bibby retrieves. Bibby gives Arizona its largest lead.
Arizona getting every loose ball, making up for the lack of good shooting. North Carolina, so far in the second half, 2 for 11. Williams cannot get free.
And a turnover led Spicker too much. Okalaja coming back in. Spicker sits. Spicker, the only member of this Carolina squad that has a ring from the '93 championship. He was a redshirt player that year.
He has written on the back of his sneakers today, 93, 97, number 1. And he's going to have to do some work to put himself in that kind of position.
Looking for bookend rings and championships. Down 7, Bibby can make it 10. Rattles out.
No numbers for North Carolina.
Jamison falls up the front backhands of Bibby gets.
And again, every loose ball is Arizona's.
Simon too strong. Terry.
Every loose ball is Arizona's.
Simon wildly puts it up. Anderson got it to go from under the basket.
Dean Smith has to be getting frustrated, Jim. His club is not executing on the offensive end, and Arizona beating him on the glass and with everything that gets on the floor.
Edgerson off the bench, the freshman with 8 rebounds. 11 minutes to go. 9-point Wildcat lead.
Williams, good defense. Maybe alter his shot in the air. Williams can't get an open look today.
1 of 9 from the field. No look pass. Raymond inside. Got a second try. Blocked from behind by Cota. That's a huge play. Bramlett's down. Cota driving. And cutting and scoring with a foul.
I think Bramlett, he could have a cramp, Jim. Trying to help him out. This could be a very difficult loss. And Lute Olson says, Davison, you're going back in there even with 4 fouls because Bramlett's going to have to come out.
Just remember that play in 10:45 on the clock. Cota blocks the shot. First, Bramlett had an easy try, but Cota comes in from behind, swats it away, then scores at the other end, plus has a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Cota doing a good job down here. He is very adept at using the right or the left hand on the drive and gets by with it.
This could be a 5-point turnaround just when Carolina had to have it. That's A.J. Bramlett's mother and stepfather, Jim and Mary Laborde.
Eddie Cota, ACC Rookie of the Year this year.
Just a cramp is the report from the Arizona bench, so we'll likely see him again. Cota doesn't get the 3-point play.
And a few times Vicker's been in a position to be able to get a rebound.
47-40 Arizona.
Davison on Vicker. Remember, has 4 fouls on him.
Okalaja still hasn't scored.
You wonder why he's taking that shot, Jim. When you're having a day that's this cold, give it up.
Basket by Cota the last time down. First bench points of the game for North Carolina. Inside 10 minutes to go in the semifinal. Back screen, converting is Jamison.
The freshman Ed Cota stepping up and looking like the solidifying factor in North Carolina's offense. North Carolina goes zone. Look out, Simon. He's going to try to find a hole here.
Bibby doubled up. No call. Terry 3. Over the top. North Carolina ball.
Here we see Cota. He's looked into Zwicker. That throws the defense with the eyes and then goes opposite to Jamison.
Got a television timeout. Arizona was a layup away from going up 11. Instead, Carolina's come back to within 5 for this week. For their annual Save the Marriage vacation. His wife, Bobby, of 43 years.
Believe me, I know Bobby, and she'd rather be right here, I can assure you. Not only would Luke rather be here, but she would as well. Quite a fan.
5 kids, 11 grandchildren, and all of them here in Indianapolis. As Luke's trying to get his first win on the Final Four stage. He leads by 5 with 9 minutes remaining.
Jim, North Carolina only shooting 31%. You take into consideration since 1970, he's only had 3 teams shoot under 50 for the year, much less for a game.
Jamison knocked it out of the hands of Harris, so Carolina gets another shot on this trip.
One of the few loose balls that went their way. How about Terry shadowing Williams? He just won't give him room to breathe, much less shoot.
Cota. Zwicker tried to follow up slam and jumped a little early.
Because Arizona has been able to stay in control of this game. North Carolina has not been able to get into their zone very much, which is their most effective defense.
Good hustle by Okalaja.
One of the best ways, Jim, to beat a team that likes to play a lot of zone is to beat it down court. And that's what Arizona has done effectively. Nice move right here. Bramlett can come back physically, and Lute Olson would like to save Davis and Jim for that last 3-4 minutes because he's got one foul left to go. He'd love to have him available for Jamison. Hey, a little trap by North Carolina for the first time.
Bibby deep in the corner. Harris secures it. Simon blocked from behind. He's only 1 of 8 in this half. He'll try again. 3-point shot. So he's gone cold. And a foul against Carolina.
There was Carolina. They had Bramlett pinched, and instead it's a foul on Jamison. Another great job by Bramlett on the boards.
We've got the under 8 timeout. Jamison picks up his 3rd. Carolina's down 5. Billy, 47-42 Arizona. Look at the numbers.
Jim, this is a woeful shooting on behalf of both basketball teams. Give some credit to defense, but I would just say that they are not throwing it in the ocean today.
They got the right city, but the wrong venue. This should have been played over at the old Brickyard, where they have the 500 here in town.
Well, nobody's been bashful. They keep throwing them up. Probably when you take a look with 7:45 to go, the first team that can start variance on is going to take this, and Simon's the man to do it.
Simon says, let's go in front by 8. 50-42 as he nails the 3 and stole away Bramlett. Yeah.
Bramlett hit Spicker in the nose. Spicker was flinching, and while he was, Bramlett was stealing the ball.
50-42 Zona. 7:25 remaining. Simon, tough shot, ball on the floor, and again, the Cats come away with it.
I like what Bibby did there. He thought he could get Williams going for that pump fake.
Bibby taking 2 threes out of the timeout to get their largest lead of the game, 11.
And what's going on right now? Terry on Williams. If North Carolina going to make a comeback, they've got to figure out a way to free Williams up with some jump shots of his own. And Terry is just all over it.
Jamison, Spicker, and he hits the putback. Much needed. 6 by Spicker.
Look at what Arizona does, Jim. They run Simon down one side, Terry the other, Bibby in the middle, so they keep this tempo going.
Simon with the floater.
Coming off that 30-point performance is Simon, where he was the MVP of the regional.
Spicker, most of his action from the outside, except for that putback on the last trip. 8 for Spicker. And Simon coming off the 30 and getting 24 to this point.
And look what Lute Olson's doing. He's coming back with Edgerson and Dickerson, so he's coming back with fresh players. North Carolina has nowhere to go.
Terry, 3.
Got to question the shot there.
Carter breaks ahead, and that would have been an easy basket, but Terry got a hand on it.
Terry so quick with the hands.
On the wing, he passes up the shot. Bibby instead will take the 3, and he loves it, as does his mother, Virginia.
North Carolina's got to have a tie.
Second timeout by Carolina. Mike Bibby has knocked down a couple of 3s in the last 2 minutes.
Well, Jim, one of the things we talked about, you see Simon right there. He has set the tempo for this team. None of those guys, even not having good shooting days, have been reluctant to put up the shot. Bibby, a good example.